Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashodanandana Radhadana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanatare. Yamuna Tira Vanatare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Rama Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sino Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama 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 Jai Radha Parsrati Radha Parsrati Radha Jaya Sitaram 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 Jaya Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Gaur Vivanande Sri Sirat Barsarat Dekhe Sita Lakshman Hanuman Dekhe Sri Sigonitai Sita Prabhupada Dekhe Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So today we're reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitramitra at the Lila, chapter 14. This is text 40, 43, 44. Tabe sachi kole kare karela santosha Lajita hoila Prabhu jani nija dosa Tabe sachi kole kare karela santosha Lajita haila Prabhu jani nija dosa Tabe sachi kole kari karaila santosha Lajita haila Prabhu jani nija dosa तबे सच्ची करेला संतोष अजितायला प्रभु जानी निज दोष तबे सच्ची करे संतोष अजितायला प्रभु जानी निज दोष संतोष अजितायला प्रभु जानी निज दोष तबे सच्ची करेला संतोष जानी निज दोष जितायला प्रभु जानी निज दोष Mataji's तबे सच्ची करेला संतोषा आयला प्रभु जानी निज दोषा तबे सच्ची करेला संतोष So we should also read 43. Sunikrida hana prabhu garabitharayana ghare yata bhanda chila pirila bhangiya. Translation. Thus rebuked by his mother, the Lord would go in anger to a room and break all the pots within it. 44. Please repeat. Tabe, at that time, Sachi, Mother Sachi Devi, Hole, on the lap, Kori, taking, Karela, made, Santosha, pacified, Lajita, ashamed, Haila, became, Prabhu, the Lord, Jani, knowing, Nija, his own, Dosha, fault. Translation. Then Sachimata would take her son on her lap and pacify him, and the Lord would be very much ashamed, admitting his faults. Please repeat. Then Sachimata would take her son on her lap and pacify him, and the Lord would be very much ashamed, admitting his faults. Report by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. There is a nice description of the faults of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his childhood in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adi Khanda, chapter 3, where it is said that as a child, Lord used to steal all kinds of eatables from the houses of neighboring friends. In some houses, he would steal milk and drink it. And in others, he would steal and eat prepared rice. Sometimes he would break cooking pots. If there was nothing to eat, but there were small babies, the Lord would tease the babies and make them cry. This is not cut. Sometime a neighbor would complain to Sachimata, "My child is very small, but your child puts water in his ears and makes him cry." Krishna. Om Jnanam Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastite Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayavacha Paritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurajase Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tabe sachi kalakari karela santosha lajita vela Prabhu jani nija dosa. Then Sachimata would take his sons on her lap and pacify him, and the Lord would be very much ashamed admitting his faults. So here, the Lord, Nimai, Lajita means ashamed, became ashamed. Because Mother Sachi took Nimai on her lap to pacify him. But it's also said that Nija Dosh, Nija Jani Nija Dosh means admitting his faults. What is his faults? Jai Shishikonitai Ki Shishirad Parasharati Ki Staram Lakshman Hanuman Ki. What is the faults of the Lord? Nija Dosh. If you see in Krishna's line, he was saying, "Main nahi mahakana khayo, Maya, main nahi makhan." So at last he admit. In the beginning he was saying, "I did not eat," but at the end he said, "I did eat the makhan." Got two meanings, Maina Himakan Kayo. So this is very nicely described in the Chaitanya Bhagavat Adikanda. So as Lord Krishna, because Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but of course in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And Krishna, from the very beginning, is stealing. At the age, Komara age, he was stealing Makhan, isn't it? And the age of Poganda, he he used to steal the clothes of the gopis. And in Kishora age, Kishora, he stole the hearts of the gopis. And the Acharya explained, when he became adult, still he continued to steal. And that time he was stealing the sufferings of his devotees. So from beginning to end, Krishna is stealing. That's why he's known as Chor, the thief. So, and of course, Krishna's stealing and our stealing is not the same, isn't it? Krishna's stealing is transcendental. Say, luta luta dhadi makhan khayo, gwalabal sanga denu churayo. Sneaking, loot to loot means sneaking and stealing makhan. And Krishna is stealing makhan. What we are doing? बारंबार प्रणाम है. ऐसे लीला दाम को मेरे बारंबार प्रणाम है. So Krishna is stealing and he's performing this kind of reservoir. Lila dham means reservoir of sportive pastime. And what devotees are doing? Offering prayers. But if we steal, then we'll be beaten by shoes. That's the difference. Krishna's stealing and our stealing are different. Krishna's stealing is transcendental. But our stealing, of course, the tendency to steal, to take others' properties, that is also there in us, the living entity. But originally it's coming from Krishna. That is coming from Krishna. But our stealing is different. It's material. With Krishna's stealing is transcendental. Of course, this world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. And just like it is also condemned when ladies living at night to go and meet paramours, isn't it? It is condemned. But we find that the gopis, they leave home at night and go to see Krishna, because this is transcendental. Or to see, for example, Prahlad Maharaj was watching his father being killed by Narasimhadev. That is also condemned, isn't it? Son seeing his father being killed. Son is supposed to help the father. But we see in that pastime, the son is watching his father being killed. Of course, that is transcendental activities. Iti driksha lila bir ananda kunde Sagosamni majantam akyapayantam. So Krishna is performing pastime is Lila. When he performs his pastime, he is drowning the inhabitants of Vrindavan in the pools of ecstasy. So when Krishna is performing his pastime as such, and when devotees read about this pastime, and the devotees get drowned. Ananda Kund. In kunds normally we find water, isn't it? Water is in kunda. Whenever you see the kund, there's lots of water, filled with water. But here, what kind of kund is this? Ananda Kund. Get drowned. And when you speak of drowning, when people get drowned, what happened to them? When people get drowned in the ocean, die, isn't it? But here, devotees get drowned in that kun. But kuns of ecstasy, anandam. And they become rejuvenated. They become blissful by listening to the pastimes of Krishna stealing butter. Of course, Krishna stealing butter is giving joy to the inhabitants of Vrindavan, or even Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. The gopis used to come and complain to Mother Yasoda, Krishna is stealing butter. But in fact, they were not coming to complain about Krishna. It was an excuse. The Acharya explained that it was an excuse for the gopis to come and see Krishna. Because Krishna is so attractive. He's so beautiful. And of course, this is the transcendental pastimes of the Lords in the Vatsalya Bhav, isn't it? Vatsalya Bhav of Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj. Of course, Sri Prabhupada explained that if one wants to perform Krishna consciousness in the parental mood of Vatsalya Bhav, then one should meditate on the pastimes of Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. How Yashoda Mata is churning the milk. Some description is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Churning of the milk, a sari, hair, beautiful hair, flowers. Of course, one should not try to become Yashoda. That is offensive. Or to become like Yasoda Mata is offensive. It's a bit similar to Mayavadi. Mayavads want to become Krishna. Similarly, to desire to become the associate, to become like the associate of the Lord, this is also Mayavad. So, because that's already fixed. Krishna's mother and father has already been fixed by the Lord. In fact, who is Yasoda, who is Nanda Maharaj in their previous birth? Anybody knows? Drona and Dhara. Very, very exalted. Of course, it's mentioned, one of the questions that Parikshit Maharaj asked to Sukadeva Goswami, how is it that Nanda Maharaj, Yasoda Mata and Nanda Maharaj became the mother and father of Krishna, also enjoying the childhood pastimes of Krishna, whereas Vasudev and Devaki, they had been performing austerities, tapasya. It's mentioned. They have performed tapasya. Lots of tapasya to become, they were Sutapa, isn't it? Prishni and Sutapa. And they had been performing lots of tapasya to become Vasudevan Devaki. But the question asked by Parikshit Maharaj, his doubt was there, why Drona and Dhara, they did not perform any austerity. It's not mentioned about performing austerities. You know? How was that possible for them to become Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda? It's mentioned, of course, they did sadhana. They did sadhana bhakti for the aim of achieving prema bhakti. But of course, Vasudeva and Devaki, they also did sadhana, but it was mixed with austerities. Austerities, tapasya. But in the case of Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj, there was no mention of austerities. They did sadhana bhakti for the aim of achieving prema bhakti. So that is the, of course, Srila Prabhupada explained that one should not try to become like Yasoda Mata. It's an offense. Of course, they explained that one should always follow in the footsteps of the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Now here, this is mentioned here also like, thus rebuked by his mother, the Lord would go in anger to a room and break all the pots within it. Here it looks like Sachimata made the Lord angry. The same way when Yasoda Mata, while she was feeding Krishna milk, at one point she just left, put Krishna down and left to see the boiling milk. The Acharya explained that devotional service should be favorable, isn't it? Devotional service should be pleasing to Krishna. But here, Yasoda Mata put Krishna down. It looks like Krishna was annoyed, isn't it? Krishna was annoyed. But here it looks like Yasoda Mata was not doing devotional service. Can we say like that? Because Krishna was annoyed. And here also, Lord Gauranga Nimai became angry. He went to the other room and started breaking all the pots. Can we say that Yasoda Mata is not performing devotion? What is the meaning of devotional service according to Rupa Goswami? Anya bilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anavritam. Should be devoid of jnana and karma, and should also be favorable. But we see Krishna became angry and Krishna was annoyed. He was put down, he became angry. Whereas sometimes we see Ravana, Kamsa, and Krishna, Hiranyakashipu, they were fighting with Krishna. They also gave pleasure to Krishna because Krishna also wants to fight, isn't it? Krishna's desire also, he wants to fight. Why do we fight? Because that propensity, tendency is in Krishna. So Krishna fights with the demons. So the demons also gave pleasure to Krishna to fight. But does that mean that they were performing devotional service? Yasoda Mata annoyed Krishna. But here the demon giving pleasure to Krishna. Does that mean they were performing devotional service? Yes, it was not favorable. Of course, what we can deduce here, pleasing Krishna is not so important. Because here they also pleasing Krishna. What is most important? The inclination or the affection. How do you say that in English? Inclination? The tendency to please Krishna. That is the most important. That is the most important. Then try to please Krishna. So we see, although Yashodamata puts Krishna down and Krishna was seemingly annoyed, but Krishna knows that Yashodamata is 100%. All her activities is meant to please Krishna. 100%. Yes, to please Krishna. So that's why Prabhupada explained that first class bhakti is to please Krishna. Yeah. So to please, of course, to please Krishna is not so important. What is most important? The intention. The intention to please Krishna. That is the most important. Our intention. So Yasodamata's intention to please Krishna was there. So, and of course, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was very Nimai here. He's acting like Krishna, of course. The description is given in Chaitanya Bhagavat about his faults, said here. In some houses he would steal milk and drink it, and in others he would steal and eat prepared rice. Sometimes he would break cooking pots. So made some it is explained in, of course, this is coming from the Srimad Bhagavatam. In order to enjoy further transcendental bliss, all the gopis assembled and went to Mother Yashoda to launch a complaint. Of course, Krishna, with his friend, he would go to the gopis and steal makhan. So, while Krishna was sitting before Mother Yashoda, the elderly gopis began to lodge complaint against him so that Krishna could also hear. So Krishna was there. He was sitting. And they said, "My dear Yashoda, why don't you restrict your no to Krishna?" No to Krishna means not cut Krishna. You know, our Lord is not cut. Yeah, if we read the translation of Namam Vishwaram Sachit Anandrupam, we offer respectful obeisances to whom? Namam Ishwara, to the Lord, who is Sachit Ananda Rupam. And then later explain what kind of God is he? Who is running away due to fear of Mother Yashoda. First is said, we offer our respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord. What kind of Lord? Who is running away out of fear of Mother Yashoda. That is a Lord. Lord is running away out of fear and is rubbing his eyes again and again and is crying. That's our Lord. Of course, explain in Bhagavatam that out of fear of the Lord, the sun shine, isn't it? Out of fear of the Lord, Indra send rain. Out of fear of the Lord, the moon shine. And out of fear of the Lord, death takes its toll. Yamraj is doing his job, his duty, out of fear of the Lord. But here, what's amazing, what Kunti Mother said, what is amazing is inconceivable. Here, The Lord who makes everybody fearful, now he himself is becoming fearful of Mother Yashoda. The Lord who makes everybody cry, isn't it? The one who makes everyone cry, now he is himself crying due to fear of Mother Yashoda. That is inconceivable, according to Kunti Mata. So going to read again. My dear Yashoda, why don't you restrict your naughty Krishna? Every day your Krishna along with Balaram come to our house, both morning and evening. And before milking the cows, they let the calves loose. And the calves drink all the cow's milk. When we go to milk the cow, we see there's no milk. And we come back with empty pots. So, very naughty. And the calves have already drank all the milk. And if we try to warn Krishna and Balaram, do you know what they say? Well, if we warn Krishna and Balaram against doing this, they simply smile charmingly, and then we cannot do anything. So they try to chastise Krishna, but Krishna, when Krishna comes, he just smiles, you know. And when Krishna and Balaram smile at them, then they are finished. You know. So he's charming, you know. So another complaint against your Krishna and Balaram is that they find great pleasure in stealing our stock of yogurt and butter from anywhere we keep it. When Krishna and Balaram are caught stealing yogurt and butter, they say, "Why do you charge us for stealing? Do you think that butter and yogurt are in scarcity in our house? Do you think that we lack butter?" Of course, here, Yashoda Mata, one of the Charya, explained that they would picked up the best cows and feed the best kind of grasses to get the best kind of milk to make the best yogurt to feed Krishna. So that Krishna would not go and steal. Still, Krishna would go out and steal butter from the house of the gopis. And yeah, our Lord likes to eat makhan. Sure, that's why he's called makhan. Sure, he's got many names connected with chor. Makhan chor, chit chor, ran chor. What else? Vastra chor. Keep us on stealing. So, and then sometime they steal the butter and yogurt and milk and distribute to the monkeys. And when the monkeys are fed well and do not take any more, and then your boy cheat, this milk and butter and yogurt are useless. So when the monkeys do not eat anymore, they say these butters are useless. Even the monkeys don't eat. And then they break the pots and throw them here and there. And if we keep our stock of yogurt, butter and milk in a solitary dark place, your Krishna and Balaram find it out even in the darkness. How? By the glaring effulgence of the ornaments and jewels in their bodies. And then look what happened. If by chance they cannot find the hidden butter and yogurt, they go to the little babies. See how natka they are. If they can't find the butter, they will go to the babies. Not kiss the babies. pinch the babies, the bodies, and that they start to cry. And then they arrange to reach it by piling all kinds of wooden carts over the grinding machine. And in that way, they reach a pot of butter and yogurt. Now look what they are doing. Say, and even if they cannot reach the hanging butter and yogurt by piling up carts, they make a hole in the pots. Pork. And then, look what happened here. They make a hole. We think, therefore, that you better take all the jewel ornaments. They're talking to Yashoda Mata now, from the body of your children. On hearing this, Yashoda would say, all right, I will take all the jewel from the body of Krishna, so that he may not see the butter hidden in darkness. And the gopis say, no. Don't do this. What good will you do by taking out the jewels? We do not know what kind of boys these naughty boys are. But even without ornaments, they spread some kind of effulgence from the body in the darkness. They can see everything. Then Mother Yashoda would tell them, all right, keep your butter and yogurt carefully, so that they may not reach the place. In reply to this, the gopi said, yes, actually, we do so. But because sometimes we are engaged in household affairs, these naughty boys enter our house somehow or other and spoil the whole things. Sometimes being unable to steal our butter and yogurt, out of anger, they pass urine. That's our Lord. On the clean floor, and sometimes they spit on it. Just see your boy. Now Krishna was there hearing. He was there as if innocent, did not do anything. Just see now, he's hearing this complaint. The whole day they make arrangement how to steal our butter and yogurt. And now they are sitting just like a very silent, good boys. Just see his face now. Telling to Yashoda, just see, look at his face. And after hearing all the complaints, Mother Yashoda decided to chastise the boys. But when she saw this face, beautiful face of Krishna, she began to smile. Finished. And stopped to chastise Krishna. So, last part. So Krishna's mother Yashoda thought a little Krishna was stealing butter from the other gopis' house, because she didn't like the butter in her house. To improve her own butter, Yashoda picked out the several best cow and feed the best grass to get the best kind of milk. So here we see a similar pastime to Nimai. Of course, Nimai is Lord Krishna himself, but in the mood of Srimati Radharani, he comes to perform his pastime in this world for the pleasure of his devotees, to give pleasure, to charming. Ranjan, Brajajana, Ranjan. Ranjan means giving pleasure, charm the devotees of Brajadham. So he's stealing butter, stealing luta dhari ma khana khayo, gwal bal sanga, denu churayo. But devotees offering respect to that kind of pastime, because this kind of pastime is transcendental. So our stealing and Krishna's stealing are completely different. Krishna's stealing is transcendental and spiritual. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. So, if any questions or it's 9 o'clock already. No question. Thank you. Shri Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.